I think two things come to mind. One was to do with the idea of education resilience in the Pacific. How do we go about conceptualizing it? Dominant literature, sort of mainly driven from Western perspective, paints resilience as a deficit-driven approach, meaning that we focus on the negatives of resilience. But what we were hoping to do is to sort of draw upon Pacific experience and expertise of resilience. You know, the Pacific has been resilient for millennia. So we're hoping participants will be able to identify that and sort of take a more strengths-based approach towards resilience. So that was one. The second one was to do with the design, the co-design workshop, sort of identifying best ways and practices of collecting data on resilience, particularly whom to approach, who to go to for data collection. So I think that was the two things that we hope that participants would take away from the co-design workshop. I think the main thing that we did was to sort of draw upon the experience and expertise of the participants. They know the region best, they know their countries best. So what we were hoping to do was to draw upon that particular experience to see how best we can go about sort of designing tools that were relevant and grounded in their realities. So that was what we did. So firstly, what we would do is we would continue working with the countries. So the next phase of the project would include going into countries for fieldwork for data collection, and we'd still maintain the co-design approach whereby we would collaborate with the country focal points in data collection, analysis, interpretation, and reporting. In terms of the expected outputs, what we're hoping to do is to come up with a regional framework of education risk resilience, as well as to develop a toolkit and a framework on resilience. I think one comment I would like to make is that, I think this is one of the very few projects in the region that sort of frames resilience from a strengths-based approach. I think that is really critical for us to draw upon practices that have been working in the region and thinking about how we can scale those practices to benefit the region.